In today's recipe, I'm going to be sharing with you how I prepare this delicious croaker fish. This is a great fish you would always want to make. First of all, I'm going to go ahead to clean up the fish, okay? Cleaning it up will help it to even taste much more better. So, how do you clean your croaker fish? If you have a special way of doing yours, can you please drop in the comment section how you clean your croaker fish or any type of fish at all? So whenever I'm doing this, I'm always taking my time to make sure I clean it very well, cut off the necessary parts I have to cut off. But the fish is already scaled, okay, so there won't be much work to do on this particular croaker fish. So this gray fish, I prepared it for dinner for my family. Okay, it is very easy and quick to prepare. So if you don't mind, just try it out and you will not go wrong, okay, with it. So you can see what I'm showing you in there. So I just have to clean it well and also remove the necessary parts, and okay, after that we will go ahead to prepare our fish. So here it is, already well cleaned and washed. So I'm giving it a slight cut so that all the ingredients will penetrate properly into it. So this process will be repeated in all the fish, and here it is. I'm going to dry it up, okay? So I'm patting it dry so that it won't be wet when adding the dry ingredients. So can you see how clean the fish is looking? So here are all the dry spices I will be using. Don't worry, I'm going to list them out in the description box just to make sure you get the correct and right ingredients to use or spices. So first of all, I'm going to be sprinkling some salt on the fish. Okay, this is croaker fish like I said earlier. Then I will rub in the salt into the fish just to make sure it penetrates very well into the fish. So this process is very good. This will also help the fish to taste well. So now it is time for me to add in all the dry ingredients. Okay, all the dry spices I mixed earlier. Make sure you add it well generously. So I'm going to be sprinkling some oil on the fish just to make sure the spices is well rubbed in properly, because you know it's a dry spices, and if you don't do this process it won't be able to move in smoothly. So now I have finished seasoning the fish. I'll leave it overnight for it to get marinated, okay? But you can as well leave it for couple of hours, just for 2 hours or even 30 minutes, depending on how you really need the fish. So because I made this fish overnight, okay, so I have to put it in the fridge for it to sit in there to marinate overnight. Then the next morning was when I brought out the fish from the fridge and then start preparing the fish for the day. Okay, this fish, we had it for dinner. Yes, so here it is. It has already marinated. So I have to put it, place it in this foil paper and wrap it, okay, because I don't want the fish to dry out in the oven. I want it to still remain well moist, and that will help it to taste so good when it's more juicy. So here in this pan, I'm going to be preparing the sauce I'm going to be using to enjoy this croaker grade fish, okay? So I just added the onions. The oil has heated up, so the next thing is just to add in this onions, okay? You can cut the onions even more smaller if you wish to do so, but because of the purpose of this video, I just want the onions to be of this size. So the next step is to add in the pepper. If you are the one or the type that likes pepper very spicy, because of the children, I can't make it more than this, so I have to do it this way, okay? So I added just a bit of pepper and some tomato paste. All right, so I'm going to mix it very well just to make sure the tomato paste is well dissolved. So I left it to fry for a couple of minutes. Okay, now I'm adding in the ingredients. These are all the dry ingredients that remained that I used to grate the fish, okay? So I now added extra ones like the chicken seasoning and the salt. So stir in properly. So after stirring, I have to add in salt into it. Then quickly stir. So after stirring the sauce, I will go ahead and add in the onions, okay? So at this point, I'm not going to let the onions to get so cooked. Then I will be adding in the vegetable, mix properly, mix and mix very well. This will help it to be well incorporated and well combined, okay? So remember, the purpose of this vegetable, it's not supposed to be so cooked, okay? Just for the heat, to heat it up just for about 2-3 minutes, and that is enough. So mix and mix, and here it is ready. So now the fish has it has grate properly. So what I'm going to be doing, I'll be adding in the sauce I just prepared earlier. So I'm going to place it on top of the fish. So after doing that, I will make sure I pop it back into the oven just for it to heat up for just about 3 minutes or 5 minutes, and that is it. So this gray fish, we have to take it one each. It tastes so good. Even my family, after eating, they even wanted more. But unfortunately, there is no more for them because I planned it out, making one for each person, and feeling that will be enough. But they really wanted more because it was very yummy, very delicious. I must tell you that. So now I have finished adding the sauce. So I popped it in the oven. Now it is ready. I just brought it out from the oven, and can you see how yummy and delicious it is looking? Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe. Let me taste it for you guys to see how it tastes. It tastes so good. Thank you for watching. Bye.